Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right, did you miss me? I know you did. I missed you as well. Anyways, most of you know I went over to Nashville, Tennessee. There was a little convention going on there, a wellness convention. And I was on a mission to try to meet and interview Robert Kennedy. We'll get into that here in just a moment. But as usual, something always comes up whenever I come back into Vegas. You see, whenever I leave California, going to wherever I'm going, whether it's Dallas, Nashville, Florida, wherever, on the way back home, there's always a layover. And during that layover, something always happens, and I end up stuck there. Not like for a couple hours. I'm talking like for a couple days. And I thought maybe it's just one airline that there's a problem with. No, I've been on 3 separate airlines, and every single time something has happened. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear the airlines are in cahoots with the people from Vegas. We'll cover that here in just a moment. Before we get going, though, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. For those of you thinking about buying gold and silver, and you should, and trust me, I just bought a plethora. I'll explain why later on. And I got it from our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange. Right now is a good time to buy. There's so many things going on around the world. They keep trying to find a way to keep it in check because, for those of you who are unaware, we're being lied to about what a great economy we have and how everything is rebounding. No, it's not. They don't want people to realize how bad the economy is. If gold and silver start taking off as we see the stock markets drop, then people are going to know there's definitely a crash. And they're trying to keep people from doing what you should be doing, which is investing in gold and silver to protect yourself, as well as getting out of risky stocks. So they're trying to manipulate the market as much as possible. But you should be into gold and silver. And when you decide to buy, please go check out our friends over here at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. Hey, first-time buyers, if you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you'll get a free half ounce of silver. Now, let me just say this if I can. We were at Gaylord Hotel and Resorts. It has a convention center. You can see this place right here. I'll leave a link for it down below. And the reason why I say that is if you have a chance to get away and you want to do a little vacation with the family or even a significant other, or heck, just by yourself, I recommend you go check this place out. This whole resort is in a dome, and it's environmentally controlled. While we were there, it did snow, but it was always like springtime inside the building. They have a water slide parks for the kids, and I'm going to show you a little bit about that water park just in case you're curious. Of course, I have this on mute because it does have music, and I don't need no more issues with YouTube as usual, but I'll go ahead and play this. So this is just some of the things you could do with the kids. Look, there's huge swimming pools. You can see the water slides. Oh, yeah. And no matter what's going on the outside of this resort, it's like springtime there all the time. Look at those waterfalls. Nice. Yep, water slides. Even for kids. Just kidding. Adults love it. For you couples, or just go with your kids. Yep. Lazy pool. There's restaurants. That's inside the swimming area, by the way. Oh, yeah. Look at that. A wave pool. So there is a lot for people to do. So if you do have a family and you want to get away, I recommend, if you can afford it, to get out there to Nashville, Tennessee. Go check out Gaylord's Resort. So the boat rides were cool for couples or if you want to bring your kids. Now in the nighttime, you can see here, it's absolutely beautiful. They have a little water light show going on. All the employees here were really polite, very professional. There's a lot to see in this resort. There really is. And like I said, I think earlier, they got pizza on the outside, sushi on the outside. They have more than one Starbucks in the resort. I'm not even kidding. You can eat out on the balcony. I've seen several people doing it. The falls is a bar that's on the outside. Of course, it's right next to the waterfalls. The environment is very peaceful. It's very relaxing. So there's more than one restaurant. There's more than one bar. So there's several activities to do. And like I was saying, it's good if you want to take the family or if you just want to take a significant other one with you and have a romantic getaway. Yeah, there's a radio station, 650. They're there. They're old timers. They've been there since, I guess, the 50s. When Pat Sajak, the guy from Wheel of Fortune, that was where he was first a DJ there. They have ice cream parlors there. They have a ton of places for you to walk around. I don't think I had a bad steak there. Literally everywhere I went, the steaks were phenomenal. But if you're going to go get a great steak, I highly recommend you go check out Kid Rock's place. So I will leave the link if you're interested in it. There's all kinds of things. They have, the cool thing was in some of these bars, they had performers singing on the outside of the restaurants, which is really nice. So here's a list of the indoor activities in case you're interested. You got stage dive-in, rapid remix, record launch, crowd surfer. You can see all these things. The kids love it. The kids that were going crazy. I heard this lady walking down the hall. She was thanking God. She said she has a hyperactive fourth grader. And she was saying that because of all the activities, the child actually fell asleep. So it was nice. So they do have package deals here. Not that I'm being a commercial for them. But again, I tell you guys, come check this out. So Gaylord Opryland is an awesome place to go. So what I'll do is I'll leave the link down below for you so you can come and check it out. You can see the rooms, what they look like, see what the costs are, and see for yourself. But it is a great place to go visit. So I'll leave the link for you guys to go check it out down below. So I asked a lot of you, where's a good place to go? If anybody knows, Pimpy, you got to go to Kid Rock's place. And I was like, okay, well, first of all, it's Kid Rock. And of course I'm going. When I got there, the place was awesome. Several floors of entertainment. You can see right here is the first floor, second floor, the keys going up. And I'll play a little bit of video of me out with Ron. And you should see the size of these steaks they have there. So we had a tomahawk steak. They're huge. This is a ribeye steak. All the food we ate there was good. So I'll leave a link for this as well so you can go check it out. The bands we heard were awesome. The energy between the crowd and the bands were awesome. There's no fights. I didn't see not one single fight. Nobody was rude. Everybody was polite. Now, that could be just because I come from California and I expect that when I go to the club. Maybe it's not like that around the rest of the world, but it was shocking to me. So I went there to try to catch Kennedy. I didn't catch him. I did catch Peter McCulloch. Kennedy he didn't make it there. Something big happened for him and something positive, but I wasn't sure. They were talking about it and I missed what they were saying. We thought that his ruling from the Supreme Court had came down, but I cannot find. I heard a lot of rumors about it, but I didn't find anything at all about that. So I'll continue to look into it. This event, I believe, was put together by Terry and Stu Warner. I did get a chance to see, Del Bigtree there. He's a gentleman that did the documentary with Dr. Judith Mekovitz. And I had a chance to take a picture with her as well, except for it came out so bad, I'm not showing you. So there were a ton of other people there, including not just speakers, but there was like a little convention. So you could do a walk around and check out all these different products that were there. And I had a chance to check out some of them. I thought it was awesome. So that fella right there, the big old smile, well, that there is Ron Neer. Now, Ron was a listener of mine for a long time. Me and him have talked several times. So he invited me out there. I was very interested in it. And so, it's nice to meet somebody that I've talking on the phone for the longest time. We talked gold, silver, the whole 9 yards. We had a lot of fun. This is us getting the Kid Rock's place, getting there really early because as time went on, it ended up being really crowded. Then with Dr. Pete McCulloch, it's funny because when I first walk into where all the people are having their displays out and demonstrating everything, I was walking by and I heard this lady go, "There's Pimpy, grab Pimpy." And I was like, what are they saying, Pimpy? Because I'm not sure. And I kept going and I heard another go, "Oh my God, Pimpy's here. I didn't know he was here." And I was like, okay, that's kind of freaky. I wasn't expecting people to know who I was. So I was walking by and I had a chance to meet a lot of different people. I did get a chance to chat super quick with Chris from the vaccine police, man. I've seen him before. We were over there in Fort Lauderdale. He's like, don't you remember me? I said, at what time of the day? Because that makes a big difference. And we were just laughing about it. Brighton TV was there and Hulu TV. They wanted to interview me. I was approached and they said, we understand that you're the person who's knowledgeable about the Great Reset. What do you want to know? She goes, can you kind of explain it in a nutshell? Because we really don't know. I was like, you really don't know? Okay. Well, here's the thing about Hulu TV. They have this way of approaching people and acting really super nice. And then when their documentary comes out, they'll cut it up, chop it up to make you look like an idiot. I'm aware of what they do, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. And I just, explained to them and gave them my opinion on what was going on and explained why I was not a fan of it. And, they just moved on. But now I'm in some documentary. I had to sign release forms. And they said they wanted to contact me later on for more questions. As I was walking through, Dr. Pete here saw me and he was just staring. And I thought, okay, what is he staring at? As I got closer to him, he just walked up and he said, you look like one of the people that work for Joe Rogan with the tattoos and everything. He says, I thought you were one of them. And I was going, oh, no, I know who Joe Rogan is. And I said, so Dr. Pete, man, I would love to have you on my show. And he absolutely agreed to be on a show. He's actually looking forward to it. So I'm excited about that. I'll let everybody know when it happens. For those of you who don't know who he is, he did testimony in front of Congress, and then all of a sudden YouTube removed all their videos. He said he got pulled into this whole vax thing, and he's actually pro-vax, not anti-vax, but just because he was giving his honest opinion about things, because he is the world's leading expert out there on a lot of different things when it comes to medicine. A lot of us know how it is. If you say the wrong thing, you could get yanked off YouTube for something stupid. So having said that, when we do the interview, it's going to be put on Pimpy's news network, and I will let everybody know. I'll try to do the best I can to put some clips up on this channel here, but again, we are talking about somebody who has a target on his back from YouTube, and they do all they can to censor this man. So we are arranging it as we speak, and I'll let you know how it goes. Unfortunately, I did not have a chance to meet Kennedy. There was all kinds of rumors that he'd won his case, but I didn't find any proof of that. So I filmed a little bit what I got there. You guys can see this is nighttime. There's wine tasting right there. There's a pizza place right there. It's very romantic. It is. There's a bar there. You can hear the music. You could come out on the patios there, eat, or just people watch. There's water fountains going everywhere. Very relaxing environment. So as I was saying, as I was there, and you have a chance to walk around and meet different people and look at their displays and see the different equipment that was there. So I did have some experiences that I'll share with you. What is going on out there, peeps? So check this out. There's this company called Brain Trap. Not Brain Trap, Brain Tap. I'm gonna check it out, see what happens. You see these people, they got their glasses, they got the headphones. So Brain Tap had a lot of people there trying out their equipment. I have the link right here for them as well. You feel free to come over and check them out. There's a bunch of different audio programs, as you can see, designed to help you unlock vitality and peak performances. I went there for the one for relaxation. As a person who suffers from insomnia, as I was laying there, the lady's like explaining stuff to me, and I've heard everybody swear up and down that their thing works, and I was like, whatever. Let's just, in my head, I'm thinking, let's just see, let's just get this going here. I couldn't have been into it about a minute, and I was already out cold. She had to wake me up. I was on the Brain Tap for about, 15 minutes. I felt like I slept for hours and hours and hours. It was impressive. So usually I don't talk about things that I haven't tried myself, but you guys could come check this out. I'll leave the links for them and you could read what they have to say. But the one thing that I tried was very impressive. So many people said we should go out to Nashville and check out Kid Rock's place. So me and Ron took off out there. It was about 30 degrees, and I was surprised about the number of people that were out there, but we got there kind of early, and it was already crowded. So the Broadway in Nashville is crazy. It's still early yet, and look how many people were out there. The band that was playing there, I wish I knew their name. Now, there's not very many people on the dance floor, not yet, because the night is very young. As anybody who's been out in the club life or know anything about going out to bars, it doesn't start getting lively until you get around 10:30, 11 o'clock. But this band here, that's me rocking my head out, yelling about how good the band is, and they are really, really good. Watching the band interact with the crowd and the crowd interact back was awesome. So Kid Rock's place If you're ever in Nashville on Broadway, go check it out. I cannot recommend it enough. If you have a chance to go and visit the Gaylord Opryland, go check it out. Now, I asked a lot of you, hey, is there a special kind of drink there? Because sometimes places have their own local favorite drink that they make or what have you. What is popular there? Somebody said, Pimp, you got to try Tennessee whiskey with peanut butter. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And sure enough, there it is. It's called Screwball. See this one right here? It's not what you think, man. I was thinking this is going to taste like crap. I was trying to figure out. Now, I'm a whiskey drinker too. And I know what peanut butter tastes like. And I was thinking, how are you going to combine these two things? And when I drank it, oh, good Lord, I was not ready for it. It is so yummy. It's very sweet, though. I got to be honest. Yeah, so I didn't just have one glass. I think I had like 4 bottles of this sucker. It was really good. I had a lot of people at the bar drinking it because telling everybody, you got to try this. And the whole side of the bar was knocking these bottles out. It was a lot of fun. So, anyways, as usual, I go out of town to do something. And then there's always a problem when I come back. So, all my layovers are usually in Vegas. And when I get to Vegas, it never fails. Something happens. They delay my flights or they cancel them and rebook them. And it's never like, oh, a half hour late or anything. No, it's usually the next day or 2 days later or even 3 days later. I don't mind staying in Vegas, but sometimes I'm just too tired. I want to go home. You know what I mean? I just want to go home. When I got there, come to find out later on that all the airlines were having problems for some reason. But I was on Southwest. They had 1,172 cancellations on that day, so everybody's was screwed up. And to make things even worse, when I was like, "What the heck is going on with my banking account?" Because they said I was overdraft, I was like, "Impossible." So I went in there, and sure enough, it was. The airline tickets were being charged multiple times. Now this has happened to me before, and all they do is they credit back, but it's a pain in the butt to go through. And at that very moment, I was not in a mood to have to deal with it, and I needed my money because they had me in a system for Southwestern Airlines as having missed my flight. I said, "No, you guys rebooked me," and I showed them the text. And the lady apologized and she said, "Look, I know I could see it in here and I see your text. They did move me around a lot and they kept canceling my flights." She said, "But since the system says you missed your flights, you don't get any comp rooms." And now I'm livid. Well, I met a nice girl on a plane. Her name was Ashley and she was heading home to California as well. And she said, "Hey, we got a layover. Let's go check out some slot machines." That's actually when I found out my account was overdrawn. So we head back to go catch our planes. She went her way, I went mine. Coming to find out, they canceled my flight, they canceled hers. She was heading back to the Cosmopolitan. And I said, cool, we'll just kind of hang out because my flight was delayed for about 4 more hours. So I get there and I'm trying to find her. We never did reconnect because I could never find her. She's like, "I'm right here in the casino." I'm like, "Okay, you do realize this is a huge casino." She's like, "Come over here, playing Wheel of Fortune." There's like 700 Wheel of Fortune machines. Anyways, by one of the Wheel of Fortune machines, there was this couple there. They were really super polite, really nice, but they were really guarded on the machines. This gentleman was guarding the machines for his wife. She's playing multiple machines at one time. I think they had 5 machines there, with one exception, they weren't playing. And I said, "Are you guys playing this one?" He said, "No, no, not that one." Well, his wife kicks butt, by the way, in slot machines, and she's really good at it. And I mean, she literally does this for a living. This is what she does. She hits these jackpots all day long, and she's got all this system down pack and everything. We're talking. Well, I only had like $20 in my pocket, 20 damn dollars. But I was sitting by the machines, hanging with them, trying to look like I was playing so I get free drinks. She said, "Are you gonna play the game?" And I said, Man, I guess I'll just do it." So I was betting about $2.50 a hand. I didn't have a comped room. I was already exhausted. My flights had been canceled. Then, as I'm sitting there, I find out they canceled my flight again to the following morning. Which, by the way, later on when I went to check in the morning, they told me I had to wait another day. Mind you, they would not comp me no rooms. Out of all the ugliness that was happening, something positive did happen. The game that nobody likes, I was playing with. You can see I'm betting $2.50 at a time, and I was down to my last $8.30 after I'd paid for this little spin here. Well, for those of you who know what this game is, if you light up all these little squares, you win the grand prize. And you can see what I'm pointing out. You see, I won the grand prize. Yes, I was down to my last $8.30. I was betting $2.50 at a time and didn't hit the jackpot. So of course I'm happy I got the money. But you're thinking, all right, now I'm gonna get a comped room. I just hit a big jackpot. And I was having issues with Cosmopolitan, and they were talking about something about the points on my card because I used my card when I got this jackpot. So, I'm like, dude, I should get a comped room. The guy had me so mad. This started a slew of winnings that I got. As I'm talking to him and I'm trying to pace, and the lady's like, he keep walking by the high stakes roulette table. She goes, "Sir, are you gonna play?" And I said, "Sure." As I'm talking to the other guy, I grabbed like $500 worth of $25 chips, betting $100 at a time. And I always bet on this one number. I bet on two numbers, but the other number had already popped up. I was betting on the one number, and the gentleman next to me is like, "Why do you do that?" And I explained that the two most hit numbers on a roulette table are red 23 or black 33. If they don't show up on the screen, I'll just keep betting on them until they hit. And eventually they'll hit within a handful of spins. And sure enough, on the third spin, it hit. Pow! So I got that too, and I'm happy. And then they were talking about trying to get me a room. Instead of just saying, "Look, we're really booked and either we don't have any rooms to comp, or the rooms we have we don't want to comp you because they're really big," whatever it was, the guy pissed me off, so I left. So when I hit this jackpot, they asked me, "Do you want a check?" I'm like, "No, I don't like checks. I don't like the bank. I don't trust the bank." You guys hear me talk about this all the time. The lady's like, "You just want cash?" I'm like, "I can have cash." And she's like, "Yes." So I put it in my backpack. Yeah, all of it sitting in my backpack. I was walking around with it like a doily. But I went over to the Bellagio's where I went to, and when I got there, the lady at the desk was checking me in, and she got a phone call. She says, "I understand you had a pretty big night at the Cosmopolitan." "Yeah, I did, but how'd you know that?" "I was paying for the room." She said, "We're going to upgrade your room to a suite," which is really nice. They upgraded to a suite for me, and they didn't charge me. They caught me the room, and I was curious when I got there. I just thought maybe it was a bigger bed or whatever. No, it's like a Nang apartment. It was huge. It was really huge. So that was nice of them to do so. So thank you, Bellagio. Then I was there, but the next morning, and I found out again my flight was canceled, and so I started going playing on the little slot machines. I was smart enough not to take my money with me, took small amounts, and then this is what I was talking about. I was hitting a slew of winnings, and so I was happy about that. So just to make a long story long, I called two of my friends up and told them, "Look, these people are driving me crazy. It's just one thing after another, and I really don't want to deal with it no more." So they drove out and picked me up, and they stayed a night, and we had a lot of fun. They drove me back home, and it took me a day just to recoup, but I'm home now. Anyways, I thought I would just share my experience with you guys. I didn't get a chance to catch Kennedy because Kennedy either didn't show up or took off real early, and I didn't get a chance to see him, unfortunately. But I did see Peter McCulloch, and I will be having him on the show. So if you do have a chance to get away, or if you're interested, I say take the family or take your significant other and go check out Gaylord Opryland. I highly recommend it. It won't let you down. And while you're there, go check out Kid Rock's bar. I have nothing but good things to say about him. I'm definitely glad to be home. And before you ask, yes, of course, I did. I don't keep my money in the bank. Yeah, I bought gold and silver with it. I have some bills I'm paying off that I had lingering around, and then but other than that, yeah, I don't want to go to silver. Anyways, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. I'm out.